Hi guys, Righteous Raymond here, back again with another powerful dose of truth for the day. Today's video is part 2 of boundaries. Please watch video from yesterday. In that video, I said it's where boundaries are where I can love myself and another person well simultaneously. Boundaries are the extent to where I can love myself and another person well, W-E-L-L, simultaneously. I cannot love you well and myself well if I did not have boundaries. I'm going to show you all a quick drawing that I made before we get started. So this is my little demonstration. Forgive me, you all. I usually record on my Samsung 2022 or my Samsung 20, but for some reason I have to record on my iPad, so the quality is not as good. So you see here, this is the narc. Okay, I got him as a little devil with little horns and a little, trident or whatever they call that thing, a pitchfork. So this is how it is when you have no boundaries. When you have no boundaries, the narcissist is empty. They have an empty cup, and they're putting a straw over into your full cup. You see, you're smiling at first, right? You're smiling. They're looking mad. If you have no boundaries here, they're going to put a straw over into your cup. They're going to suck your cup until it's empty, and there's going to be full, okay? Now, they have a bottomless pit for a bottom of a cup, so they'll eventually not be full with yours either. They'll find somebody else to get supply from, another person gets supply from, another person gets supply from, but you're just right now their current source of supply. So what boundaries does is, boundaries puts up a safety barrier between, it cuts off the straw so that you would not be depleted, and they have to build up their own resources, but they never will because they're narcissists. They'll find somebody else to suck the life out of, but it won't be out of you, okay? So you got to have boundaries in order to be safe, in order to be full, in order to be satisfied. So this is part 2 of the boundaries conversation. So I'm going to give y'all a few examples from different contexts about how to have boundaries at your church, at your work, on the first date, with your family, with your friends. I'll give you some of my own personal examples. So first, date red flags. Watch for how the date respects your orders, okay? If you order something, let's say you say, January, I'm going to do only fruit and vegetables, and I'm not going to drink any alcohol. It's going to be a dry January. Watch how they respect it. Do they insult you? Do they mock you? Do they tease you? Do they try to peer pressure you? You say, hey, a server, I'll just have the salad, please, okay? The apple blossom salad with vinaigrette. What do they say? Salad? You getting it on the first day? You getting a salad on the first day? Get this girl some salmon. You want some salmon? Get her some salmon. Get her some salmon. She'll have salmon. Dry January, water. It's the first date. We want to have some drinks. We want to have some fun. Let's get the lady a wine. Let's get the lady a martini. It's not about the food or the drink. It's about how they respect your choices, how they respect your wishes, okay? That date should be the last date, okay? You shouldn't even end the whole date. You should actually end the date. Like, you should go to the bathroom and sneak out the door, okay, on that date, okay? Unless you're 50-50 or something like that. In that case, cash up him what your stuff costs, okay? Because that person is going to do that, not just with food and drink, they're going to do that with all your choices, with all your express wishes. They're going to mock you, insult you, tease you, peer pressure you, make you feel stupid for what you did. Because your will and your choices don't matter. It's what they think that matters. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter what you think you want. It's about what I want. All right. Another red flag to look for is in church. Okay, I'm looking for a church home. I think I found a church home. I haven't had a church home in 7 years. I've been to so many churches in the past 7 years, okay? I've been to tons of churches, white, black, all the denominations. I've been to all types of churches, okay? So I've seen a lot of red flags, okay? I see a lot of red flags during giving time, okay? During the offering time. I hate to say this, but I see it mostly in the black church. I don't see this really in the white churches. I'm sure it is. I just didn't see it in the churches I visited in the past 7 years. So when it comes to offering, again, some churches, they don't have a lot of money, okay? Not saying the pastor's the devil, just saying some churches, especially in the black community, they don't have a lot of resources. A lot of members may not have a lot of money. We have a few wealthy black churches in Memphis, but a lot of the churches in the Memphis in the South period are going to be, not a lot of income. So their coffers, okay, their treasury, their bank accounts are a little low, okay? So it's not surprising to see them begging, pleading, dry begging, and demanding, commanding money from their members, okay? And it's one thing if the cup is going to get filled to give to the poor, give to scholarships, give to the bills, the building, the perpetual building fund. But sometimes this cup, it stays empty because the pastor he likes to shop. He likes to give his money to rich Italian designers who don't even respect black people. They give it to the Balenciaga and the Versace and the Gucci and the Fendi and the Prada and the Christian Dior and the Christian Louboutin, and the Range Rover and the Bentleys and the Maseratis. So the cup is empty because the pastor he likes to shop a lot. Okay, he's a very big home out in Collierville, or in Eads or Lakeland or whatever. So the members keep getting begged and begged and begged and begged and begged and begged and begged for more money, more money, more money. Not to mention if they have a large mortgage on the church, something like that. So the only way to cut this straw off, this is them sucking the life out of you in your bank account. You gotta put a boundary up. You gotta put a boundary here and cut off. Now you gotta give something. You can't go to church and get served and get prayed for and delivered and they marry you and give you counseling. You don't get them nothing. But you should not give, and your cup should not look like this, and that cup look like this. That don't make no sense. All right, that's just my opinion. I see this a lot in black churches in the South. So if they're doing offer time, they constantly begging and begging and begging and begging and begging and berating you for not giving more money, even though the Bible says God is a cheerful giver, give it to purpose in your heart, not out of necessity or begrudgingly, or out of compulsion or necessity, whatever, then that's very problematic. That's not a church that respects your boundaries. And they're not going to just do it that one time. They're going to push your boundaries in a lot of other areas, okay? Because they don't respect you. Remember, it's not about the food or the drink at the first date. It's about how they respect your choices, how they respect your no, okay? All right. Another way people can respect your boundaries, friendships. Some of y'all friendships, you all, they take advantage of you, okay? They buying your car. They living up your couch, not paying you no rent money. Then you watch their children, not paying you no babysitting fee. They making you giving the rides to work, and they ain't giving you no gas money. Or they borrow your car, they borrow your clothes, making you help them with homework and stuff, and they're taking advantage of you. They don't have boundaries with you. They think that everything that's yours, every outfit that's yours, every time you fill your car with gas, that's theirs. Everything you earn, if it's your job, is their money. They think that you are their slave. They think that everything you own goes to them. You got to cut them off sometimes. Cut them off. Cut that straw, okay? All right. I had a friend that he tried to take advantage of me. He's a pastor. So he was in school, and so he had to write this paper for a book he did not agree with reading. He said, this book is feminist. I don't want to read this book. So he comes to me at 9 o'clock at night, asks me to help him write this paper. And he seems very demanding and entitled and got an attitude problem. But I was a pushover. I had no boundaries. So what do you think I did? I read through the book real fast, wrote the paper for him. He got an A on the paper. No respect for me at all. They didn't even care to say, at least come to me a week in advance so I can get some time. Came to me at 9 o'clock at night. I work a full-time job, and I was in school as well. He didn't care. No boundaries. He did not respect me. And he did it again a few weeks later. So you got to tell your friends no, okay? As a photographer, I have clients coming by, ask me for discounts all the time, and want to rush me to edit photos. When they know I take 7 to 10 days, I have a full-time job and I'm in school. Tell your clients, no, you cannot get a half-hour photo shoot. Your photo shoot is going to be this much an hour like everybody else. You're not special, okay? So you got to watch people who kind of pull from your family. Grandmamas, your kids have to drop the kids off at your house every weekend. They can go to the party. They're taking advantage of you. They don't respect you. You got to have boundaries, okay? So think of it this way, you all. Garden versus bouquet. People should be able to observe your beauty like a garden. Just watch you flourish, pull from your own soil, your own nutrients from the soil, the sun, the water, the soil. They shouldn't be trying to pluck you out of your garden so they can use you, and then you wither away and die. Then what they gonna do then? You're nothing now. People that use animals for zoo displays. The animals should be able to roam free in their own habitat where God put them at. You know, like a safari. Go watch in the safari, okay? But what they do, they pluck the animals out of their habitat, put them in a cage in Memphis so they can watch them. That's what they do. They don't care about you. They want you to entertain them and supply them with their personal agenda. They don't care about you and what makes you happy, what makes you comfortable. They don't care if you wither away and be unalive. Buy my book on Amazon, guys.